Hey guys, welcome to a new segment we're trying out here. It's called Whatcha Watchin. We discuss up-and-coming TV shows, things we're watching currently, just making what we're into kind of thing. With me again is Christian Sandoval, Jason McClure here. So overall, I mean, is there anything you're watching right now? Anything on TV?
Well, after Veep ended, my Sunday nights have been completely absorbed with *Halt and Catch Fire*. But I don't know. I'm this close to tuning out. It's trying to be like a successor to Mad Men, and it's failing on, like, the leads are unlikable and the pacing's awful, and I don't think the viewership's there either. I don't think I'll be back for another season. But what are you watching?
It's kind of hard. I know TV's pretty scarce because a lot of the seasons have ended. I just started the True Blood's final season to start up on Sunday. I know the show isn't nearly as good as it used to be. I've been there through the entire show's run. But I'm watching it to the end, see which characters survive, watching the girls I have crushes on, see if they make it through the end. But yeah, that's the main thing I've been watching on. I've been also playing catch up on a couple old shows, but that's about it for me. Anything as far as like anything news coming up that you're looking forward to?
So I don't know if you guys heard about this on the news, but apparently some season 3 episodes of Legend of Korra have leaked online, and the air date was originally supposed to be for fall, and they're pushing it up to this Friday. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing season 3 of Legend of Korra.
Nice. I've heard good things, but I haven't seen any of the show. I mean, what is? If you give me, for anyone who hasn't seen the show, give us kind of a small rundown, just kind of what it's about roughly.
Well, it's stuck in this transitional period from like 1920s. Everything has this classic steampunk look, and then like people have the ability to bend the elements, so they use martial arts. It's really
interesting.
But the dynamic is really interesting. I mean, if you've seen season 1 and 2, you know that the world has changed dramatically, which very few shows manage to shake up their universes completely like the way Legend of Korra is. So it's interesting to see the dynamics taking place in the universe.
I gotta check it out. I definitely want to at least check a couple episodes out. I'm not a huge anime person. The other thing I know I've been told I have to get into is Attack on Titan. I've heard that show is amazing, and it's like one of those things that's on my Netflix queue. I'm like, I'm gonna watch that. I just haven't had a chance to take it to the next step. I have been watching like on Netflix a couple things, odds and ends. Like I'm finally going through the show How I Met Your Mother for the first time. I've seen a couple of episodes here and there, but I haven't watched it all the way from the beginning all the way through. So I'm like working my way through season 1 right now.
I think the first few seasons of that show were really good.
Like I said, I love Neil Patrick Harris, so I'm looking forward to seeing more of it. But yeah, I mean, there's not a lot on TV, so it's kind of hard to.
This is our first summer away from Breaking Bad, so everybody's like still feeling the withdrawal symptoms.
There's another show I need to get caught up on because I never watched any of it.
Oh my god, it's like the Cardinals said.
No, I like I said, it's one of those things I waited for the end. I will tell you the thing I am looking forward to the most. They just released a listing of some of the time frames for the CW's shows in the fall. And Tuesday, Wednesday night, 8 o'clock to 9 p.m., I will be there for season 1 of The Flash and season 3 of Arrow. I'm there.
It's getting good buzz already.
Arrow I love. I've been there since the first season. I'm a DC person over a Marvel person, so it's kind of cool to see DC doing well. And I'm looking also forward to Gotham, which will come in the fall too. I'm hoping they're going to do a really good job with that, but I have to wait and see. I'm fickle when it comes to my Batman.
I don't know. I think people are getting now they're not really looking forward to shows like premiering. They just want to see the whole series one after another in big chunks.
A lot of shows are that way. I mean, when it comes to certain shows that leave you hanging with a cliffhanger, you want to go, no, skip to the next one. So I can't blame them for that, but there's something to be said for things like watching Game of Thrones, where you're left waiting until next week for the next big reveal, what's going to happen. I mean, speaking of which, that finale happened. I don't know if have you gotten into that show at all?
You know what? That's when I first saw the show, the promo was 5 years ago, I was like, oh my god, this is like a Lord of the Rings knockoff. Like, and you know what? To be fair, it just this is before like HBO's like really like big push, before it had all these strong series. Like True Blood was just starting off and stuff, but I never really got into it. And people are telling me, like, it's so weird because you hear people on the street and they talk, people that you wouldn't think are like geeks or into fantasy or whatever, and they're just like, oh my god, you see what happened? And it's like,
well, because the thing about this series, it transcends the fantasy genre. It is a very political, very grounded almost in civil, like a medieval reality, but it has all those elements of fantasy involved, and dragons and these snow zombie creatures, the others, or the White Walkers, they call them on the show. I'm in a particular place where I got into the show back in season 1, and I wanted to get more into it, so I read through the books. So I read through all the 5 of the books, and I've gotten through all those. So I kind of know where it's going, but they've thrown us a couple curveballs this last season. They've shown us things that haven't even happened in the books yet. And we know the writers and the guys who created the show know how the story ends. And George Martin, who wrote the books, is executive producer and helps write some of the episodes. So obviously what we're seeing is possibly spoilers from the actual books. So I'm very curious to see where they go with season 4. See if we're going to learn more steps before the book actually comes out. I'm going, come on, George, hurry up, write that book faster. We need to find out.
I've seen the parody, the South Park parody of
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's no question. The console war / Black Friday / Game of Thrones parody, that was fantastic. And I will honestly tell you, I cannot listen to the theme song without thinking Wiener Wiener, Wiener Wiener. So, but yeah, no, like I said, I'm loving what HBO is doing. I have another show I got to go back and watch. It's True Detective on that show.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten.
I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I do need to make time for that. But I got a backlog of games I've been working on, so I haven't had a lot of time for TV, as well as most of the regular shows. The season's over, and I have to wait till the fall for the next season to start.
Have you gotten into Louie at all? I mean, that just ended, right?
Yeah, it just ended. I have never watched an episode. I love Louis C.K. as a comic, but I've not watched another show. There's a couple shows on FX I would have loved to get into. I think Wilfred's starting its last season. I haven't even watched Wilfred either.
Yeah, I think it started yesterday.
So yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch any of those episodes at all. So that's another show I want to get into, and it's on Netflix. So I'd like to be able to watch it eventually. But yeah, I mean, there's a ton of things coming in the fall. There's a ton more out there I want to get caught up on, but I don't know.
What about FX's new shows like Tyrant and?
Tyrant doesn't look bad. It just, I don't know. It feels like it's pushing it into an area that, because the HBO shows have opened up all these grounds of things you can handle and things you can't handle, and FX is kind of chasing after it, going, we can do that too. And like I said, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying that's a good thing. But I haven't. There's a lot of stuff on FX I haven't gotten into yet. So.
No Americans.
Nope.
It's just there's too many shows out there. I mean, like.
I have to cut back on certain shows because when the regular season starts up, I get so lost trying to keep up. I don't have a DVR, so I've got to find time to find them online or whatever else.
Yeah, everybody waits for it to. Oh, it'll be on Netflix eventually.
Maybe
2-3 years down the road.
I'm not to diss anyone out there who loves their Netflix. I find that Netflix is not nearly as good as it was maybe 2 years ago. There's just not as many titles to choose from, in my opinion. At least not as many things that I'm as interested in. There's a lot of lesser-known stuff, a lot of TV shows, but not nearly as many like movies and stuff.
Well, now you have like these competing services like HBO Go and Hulu, and they're trying to steal Netflix's thunder.
True. The only problem I have with the 2 problems I have there is HBO Go. While fantastic service, you have to be a subscriber. You can't just subscribe to it separately, which kind of sucks. You think they'd be making some extra money if they charge people $10 a month.
But nobody would pay their cable bills.
Well, possibly, but that's the thing. HBO would be still making their money. They don't really care. But at the same time, you get people who want other things besides HBO Go. But the other thing with Hulu, I mean, not start with Hulu too much, but I can't stand a company that you pay $8 to $9 a month for, and they still show you commercials on top of it. What the heck's that about? I mean, how greedy is that?
Didn't they try to revive Community?
Yeah, and they still don't know whether Community is coming back or not coming back in any form or another.
Like, should it come back? I feel like if it comes back, they're not gonna want it. They want to cut back the budget and.
Well, that's always the way. It's really when you go internet, you gotta
I mean,
Yeah.
Dan Harmon would probably embrace it though. It'd probably be like some parody of a web series, and it'd come out pretty good. But I don't know. It won't have that network budget anymore.
True. I mean, like I said, when you go to the Netflix and stuff like that, or to Hulu Plus, the original shows are good, but obviously they lack a few extras when it comes to the networks like HBO or FX, who can splurge a little bit more on the money they have. But that's like I said, that's just my opinion on it too. So,
what about like guilty pleasures, like stuff something you watch when nobody's around?
Oh wow. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, I can't say True Blood because is corny as some of it is, and as much as I want to watch it for some of the girls that are in it, because I watched it with a bunch of friends, so it's not really a guilty pleasure. I don't know that I have any in stock or season right now, but I know there's one or two. I'm probably I'll come up with something. We'll round that up on my next time on this. What about you? Any guilty pleasures you watch?
You know what? Storage Wars came back, and everybody says it's fake, but as being a resident of Southern California, you really, it's a trip to see them go to Long Beach or to go to Garden Grove.
Yeah, and I've seen them at one or two storage places I've seen before, as well as when I was working at a different company, an actual retail big company's chain, that one of the guys used to come into the store regularly. So it's kind of cool to be part of that in a sense. No, I like Storage Wars. I will say I did finish up another reality series. It's only for people who have the WWE Network, because I do enjoy wrestling a little bit here and there. And it's the show called Legends House. It's basically a bunch of kind of 8 WWE legends, Hall of Famers, who lived in the house together, basically. And it's like them doing little tasks and random little things and fun things. And the very last episode was really emotional. A lot of them were breaking down and talking about deaths that they had to face or tragedies in their past. One of them came out of the closet. I mean, it was like crazy intense, and I mean, they were breaking down crying. It was like I'd never seen them in that light before.
If you knew the WWE could deliver some.
It was a really I really enjoyed the show. I'm looking forward to seeing if they bring it back for another season in the future.
See, now we're seeing we're hoping that Microsoft's original programming, its foray into original programming, will be successful.
I hope so. I mean, I have high hopes, but I'm going to leave that skeptical. I'm going to focus on my games, and hopefully they can deliver a couple TV shows that I can enjoy too. Yeah, wrap it up.
All right, everybody, let us know what you're watching this summer in the comments, and be sure to check out our reviews of Legend of Korra and True Blood every week starting June 26th.
Until next time, guys, keep watching, keep commenting, All right, guys. Bye.